What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. For the last, well, this is the first video of 2026. The last time I saw you guys, it was still 2025. It was right before the New Year holiday. So I just want to say Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year and welcome to the first video of 2026. I hope you guys had a great holiday season. It's been a while since my last video, not only due to the holidays, but we had a lot of rain in Los Angeles. We had about almost 2 weeks straight of rain. We had about almost 2 weeks straight of rain, so that kept me inside the house. I didn't get a chance to, I haven't had a chance to come out and film till today. Partly because of the weather, also because of work. So here we are now. It's a beautiful day, sunny. It's a little cold. I'm actually glad I wore a hoodie and I have a jacket on top of that, and I have sweatpants. What I am not wearing though is proper shoes. I'm wearing some Chuck Taylors and I could feel all the wind going through them. My feet are cold. I don't think I've ever worn Chuck Taylors while riding a bike, an e-bike, during winter. I've never felt my feet this cold before. The wind is just going straight through the shoes. Everywhere else I'm good. I have nice thick gloves. I have a hoodie and a jacket on top of that. I'm wearing sweatpants. But my feet are they're paying for it today. Anyway, can't complain though. The weather's nice, it's beautiful. Great day to come out and film. I actually wasn't gonna film today, man. I wanted to, but I don't think I'm 100% used to this yet. I like it a lot. Once I'm here, I don't want to stop and I want to keep going, but I don't know if this happens to other creators. But right about the time when I'm getting ready to walk out the door, I kind of begin to second guess myself, and I think in my mind it's just trying to psych me out into not going out and then filming. Like, I love coming out here and riding. I love riding my bike. I like being out here. I ride my bike every day, even though I don't film it every day. And I love it, but something about when you put the camera on, you know that you're gonna have to go somewhere interesting. You know you're gonna have to make a conversation to make the video interesting. I don't know if it's that, but it kind of psychs you out. It kind of psychs me out to the point where I almost don't want to come out. But luckily we're here. Luckily I did come out. I did. I don't know if being lazy is the word. I don't know what it is really. I think I'm just not used to the whole filming thing 100% yet. But I like it and I'm getting used to it, and well, here we are. And today we're headed to it's still in East LA, but it's a different neighborhood in East LA. I've been taking you to a lot of nice, clean neighborhoods in East LA, and I thought today maybe I'd take you to one of the not as nice parts of the city. We are headed towards Boyle Heights, and we continue going straight on this street right here, Olympic. We'll eventually get to the Sears Tower, about, I want to say 4 miles west from where I am right now. But out of these little streets back here, if I go behind these, if I cut through any of these streets and go back there behind these businesses, there is a lot of homelessness. There is a lot of people living in RVs. At least the last time I was out here. I don't know if it's still like that now. We're gonna go check it out. But I thought I'd show you a little something different today. Look at all that trash. It looks like people come out here to dump. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they do, and some of these people collect whatever is dumped out here and they use it. I hear dogs. Okay, let's go back here. There's also a lot of graffiti, a lot of art back here that we can check out. It smells horrible back here. It smells like trash mixed with smoke, mixed with weed. I believe that's a dead end, so I'm not gonna go through there. I'm gonna turn here. A lot of these streets are fenced in now. Not streets, I'm sorry. A lot of those where the train tracks are, they're fenced in. You saw that place right there had a brand new fence with barbed wire on top. They used to be open. You used to be able to cut through there. I used to come out here. When I had my light bee, and I would go through the tracks behind these buildings. And from what I saw, you can't do that anymore. Okay, I believe back here is nothing but shipping and receiving warehouses. So that's gonna come to a dead end over there. Yeah, I can see the gate. We're gonna come to a dead end, so we're gonna turn it back around and go back the way we came. Maybe we'll go through another street so you can see something else, but I'm gonna turn around right here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to send the drone out today. I'm going to go through all these little streets like I said, but I also, the main feature, the main, I guess, event is going to be the Sears Tower. When I get to the Sears Tower, I wanna let the drone out, get some drone footage of the tower, if I can. I don't know how crazy it's gonna be out there. I don't know if we're gonna be dealing with a lot of homeless people. I don't know. I don't know what's out there, and I don't want to I don't want to get caught distracted on the drone and get jacked. You know what I mean? So we gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, look at all these fences. Those are pretty much new. That's a business, but on the other side where the train tracks were at, they also have them fenced off, and that wasn't there before. You used to be able to go through all the everywhere you see train tracks, you used to be able to cut through there. I think it's been a year since I've been here. Yeah, look, this is a new fence. This wasn't here before. I used to be able to cut through that, not really an alley, they're train tracks. I used to be able to cut through there. East Olympic. I'm not going to go through here because, well, right now it doesn't seem like there's a lot of traffic. So still we're gonna head back and keep going up the same street. Okay, let's go this way. Nothing but warehouses down here, back here, I'm sorry. They wanted me to do a wheelie, but I am not 100% capable of doing that on this bike yet. I haven't really tried, I haven't really practiced it because that's not my thing, as I said before. I could pop the wheel up, but I can't maintain it that long. All right, I'm gonna head out of this area for now. I'll come back maybe a little later. The Sears Tower is right over there. I don't want to get there too quick. I don't want this to be an extremely short video. It might not be an hour long like my other videos, but I don't want it to be 20 minutes either. So let's get some more content out here. Let's look at the graffiti. There's a lot of cool art back here. You just got to look for it. Man, what's back here? What is this, a junkyard? I think it is. That looked like an entire pickup truck or SUV that they were about to junk. Look at all this scrap metal. Was that guy about to junk an entire car? Or, I'm sorry, recycle an entire car? This is where all the scrap metal guys come to drop off their metal. All right, we got to the Sears Tower pretty quick. Look at all this. This street is busy as hell. But it is early, so there should be a break in traffic right now. Usually though, if you come through here during rush hour, Monday to Friday, it is impossible to get out of here, especially if you're turning left. You're better off going all the way around and going to the light and then coming back up Olympic if you're trying to make a left here, because they will not let you pass. Anyway, here we go. let's scope out the scene for a little bit, and if I feel that I could send the drone out, I'll send it out and get some footage of the Sears Tower from the sky. Maybe I can. Maybe I could just park the bike here somewhere, pretend like I'm not doing nothing, send the drone out. Let's see what we got over here. Dude, I wonder what this is now. When I was a kid, my parents used to come shopping here. The shopping area, the actual Sears department store, was only the first floor. Who knows what the hell the rest of the building was back then, or even now. I always wondered that. If the store is only the first floor, what's the rest of the building used for? We're gonna come back right now. There's just some areas back here that I want to see. I haven't been here in a long time. Oh, and it's gated off. You used to be able to go from one side of the bridge to the other. It doesn't seem like you could do that anymore. Oh yeah, you could back here. But before, none of this was here. None of this fencing was here. Man, it's so different from the last time I was here. None of these fences were here. This one was. This has always been here because it separates whatever this is, the bridge underpass, from that business. So that's always been here, but this wasn't here before. This gate underneath the bridge wasn't there. This was open. No, but I haven't been under this bridge in such a long time. I told you guys I used to work for Union Pacific, so that back there, that's the LA River, and there's some train tracks that run through there that'll lead you over to the 6th Street Bridge where we were at last time. And when I worked for Union Pacific, I used to go in there all the time. So I remember back then there was no fence here. There was no fence back there. This fence was here, like I said. It's always been there. I haven't been to this particular spot in over 10 years, so I didn't know that it was fenced in now. Let's see if we could get some quick footage with the drone of the Sears Tower. I would like to go somewhere safer than just out here on the sidewalk. I mean on the street or on the sidewalk, but it is what it is. We gotta work with what we got. There's nowhere I could go in. It's locked up. Can't get in there. Alright, I might let out the drone right here. looks like they have security guard too. I saw a security shack. I didn't actually see a guard, but I saw the shack. All right, we're gonna get on out of here and go back to the same streets that we were looking at earlier. See, this used to be open. You used to be able to get in there. It seems like they've closed a lot of the railway access points. They closed them down. Maybe they had a lot of accidents, people getting hit by the train. I remember when I worked for Union Pacific, that happened a few times. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. That's probably why they put up fences everywhere. Where do we go from here? I'm trying to think. Should we go down Washington? Yeah, I think that we are going to do that. We're going to go to Washington and then make a... We're going to go down Washington, make a right turn, show you some cool spots over here, and then we're gonna go back down Washington to where we came from. Did you see John Hicks' video where he was caught right here? The train was passing by and there was a cop right behind him. And the cop went down there somewhere. John Hicks kept going this way. Well, this street dead ends, yes. And when I used to work for the Union Pacific Railroad, this fence was in here before, and you were able to drive down. You were able to drive down along the train tracks, and you would come out over there where that bridge was at, by the underpass of the bridge. But now it's closed. Now it's part of this company over here. This used to be open. You would come out the other side where the bridge was at. So that's that. Hey, I used to ride my company truck through there. We had to drive down the tracks to make sure there wasn't any stolen merchandise hidden in the bushes. But it's changed quite a bit. Now that little section is part of that company's parking lot, and it's fenced off. I don't know. Oh, that's a big ass dog. Wow, that dog is big. Man, it's a nice dog, but it's big. We're gonna go down this way, and then there's a street where I could turn back. And I'm gonna use that street to turn back around. It's after this bridge here. Ooh, I almost had to slam on my brakes here. What the hell is going on? I've never seen that big of a line there. Okay, now we're approaching Santa Fe Street. I don't think I want to go there today. There is a lot of warehouses and more of the same thing that I was showing you down there. But it's endless. If I go up there, this video is never going to end. I don't know, maybe we'll go, I'll see. What I do know is that I want to turn here. See what I mean by I'm bringing you to a side of LA that isn't as nice as where I normally ride? It's not bad, it isn't like too crazy, but This is the industrial side of LA. And yeah, you're gonna see a lot of homelessness, a lot of trash, a lot of stuff that you don't normally see when I go to Whittier or Montebello or even around my neighborhood. But look at this, that's nice, that's badass art. Ooh. Not open. I was looking for a specific mural that I seen before. I wanted to see if it was still here, but there's no way to cut down the street. I thought there was before. I thought you could cut through here, but now it just looks like it turns into a lot. Let me see. Let me go in there real quick. No, it doesn't go out to the other side. Not anymore. Actually, this one, I'm not sure if it ever did. I've never been in it. We're gonna go ahead and get the hell out though. I don't know what those two are doing. It looked like she was about to show him something nice. Relatively speaking. Nice for them. Oh, this might be the street that oh no, this isn't even a street, it's a train track. I've been here before many times, but for some reason I don't remember how to get through this street onto the other side. No, that's a dead end. I don't want to go through there. Maybe I'm thinking of the other side. You know what? I think I am. I'm thinking of the other side of this bridge here. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. The other side of this bridge where oh no, this is the strip club. Oh, and we're back on Washington. That's definitely not where I want to go. I think it is on the other side of the bridge. I'm thinking about the wrong spot. So what I'm going to do here, because I don't want to venture too far down Santa Fe, we're going to go down Washington and back where we came from. Check out some more of those streets down there, and then we're going to call it. Now we're venturing away. If I would have kept going, we're venturing away from East LA. Ah, shit, the camera fell off my helmet. Ain't that a bitch? Luckily, it fell in my lap. Hold on, guys. I gotta make a turn here and secure the camera. Oh shit, that's a big ass dog. Oh, he's more afraid of me than I am of him. He turned around. Oh, we have cops down the street, I think. Dude, the camera fell off of my helmet from this damn mount that I'm using. There's a huge dog back there. Dude, that is not cool. How the hell did this fall off? Dude, it fell off and it just fell right here onto my lap. It just fell on there and it didn't roll off the bike. It just stayed there. I don't know, those are cops up the street or what, but I'm going to go back this way. Look, here's the big ass dog I was talking about, and he didn't want to chase me. It looked like he wanted to run away when he saw me. But he's right there, that big black dog. Ooh, it's two little dogs. Oh shit. Oh shit, it looked like he was coming for me. But he thought twice about it, which is good because I did not want to rush into this intersection at full speed trying to get away from him. Let's get the hell out of here. Wow, that's the first time that's ever happened. The camera, along with the mount, with the clip, fell off the helmet. Luckily, I didn't lose the camera. It fell on my lap and it just stayed. It didn't roll away. That would have been bad. But now that tells me that I got to buy a new mount. I never really liked this mount to begin with. It's a pretty popular mount. If you watch other riding channels on YouTube, a few people have them. The biggest one that I could remember is a woman by the name of, her channel name is Itchy Boots. She travels the entire world on motorcycle by herself. And she has this exact mount. It's just a clip that clips onto your helmet. And she does a hell of a lot more rough riding than me. And as far as I know, her camera's never fallen off. I don't know why mine did. I think it's because I'm turning my head back and forth too fast. Or maybe I loosened it, I don't know. But that's unsettling for my camera to fall off, because that means it could happen at any moment, and next time I won't be so lucky. And if I would have had my face turning that way and it would have fell off then, it would have fallen to the ground and probably I wouldn't got it back. You see, I think that's why I dropped, because I keep turning my head that fast. Whenever you snap your face back and forth like that, you kind of swing the camera around and then it gets loose, so it's probably my fault. So I gotta chill out with that. Anyway, we're down here again. Big ass dog right there. I'm gonna turn right here. Okay? Cool, thank you. Department of Water and Power. Look at this cool art. Oh, we've been here earlier. Why is the DWP buildings, why are they always in the shadiest spots? Man, look at this art. There's a dog or a cat underneath that truck. Oh, it's a cat. What is this place? That's a pretty ass lady inside a badass car in the middle of nowhere. That might be our thumbnail right there. Something feels odd with the bike. Maybe I'm tripping. Any Ninja Turtle fans? Look at that art over there. Raphael throwing up the LA sign. See if I can catch it on video. Look at that. Back home. That was a short little video. Just wanted to show you guys another side of East LA. We ventured on a little bit into Boyle Heights over there by the Sears Tower. My bike is in serious need of some tuning up. Does anybody know where I could take my Surron to get tuned up? Can I just take it to a regular motorcycle shop? Would they work on it? The brakes feel okay still, but the suspension on both front and back feel a little, I don't know, I want to say saggy. They feel weaker. The forks, when I hit the brakes, the forks kind of compress down and they don't pop back up right away. Like once I'm completely stopped at the red light, sometimes I see them pop back up. Like if they get stuck or something, I don't understand. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe I gotta lube them up. Maybe they need more air. Can you put air on this Ultra Bee fork? On the Light BX, it had a Schrader valve at the bottom of the left side fork, I remember. But this one doesn't. This one has like a screw on both sides. And the screw is for the spring tension, I believe. It doesn't have a Schrader valve for air. So are these airless? How do these work? Is it just with hydraulic oil or what? I don't think they take any air. I was looking for that online yesterday and nothing would come up on the Ultra Bee as far as adjusting air pressure. Everything I was getting was for the Light BX. That was a nasty pothole or whatever that was. I think it was just a bump. But yeah, I gotta get my suspensions checked out. The forks, the back suspension. I wanna get the spokes checked out also. I don't know if the spokes need to be tightened, if they're out of true. I gotta take it to a shop to get all that checked. But I can't find any shops that work specifically on Surrons. But everything I just mentioned is pretty standard on even real dirt bikes, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to stop by a motorcycle shop to ask, right? But if you guys know of anybody who specifically works on these Surrons, let me know. I think in the future I'm gonna upgrade the forks and the rear suspension. I've seen some pretty good, cool options on YouTube, but They are pricey. And me being a small channel, have to purchase everything out of my own pocket, which is not a problem at all. But it might take a while, because of course I gotta pay for everyday real life stuff like rent, food, insurance, health insurance, what have you. So it might take me a while to save money for toys, you know what I mean? But yeah, the plan is to get some street tires, ditch these dirt tires, and then get better suspension. Okay, once we pass this street right here, once we're north of Whittier, I consider it my neighborhood. We're relatively close to where I live. We're still a few miles away, but more or less. Alright guys, today's video was short and sweet. First video of 2026. Like I said, Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a good Christmas if you celebrate that. If you live in LA, it rained during Christmas and New Year, so I hope you all stay safe. I did hear and see in the news many accidents. Few people lost their lives because of the bad weather conditions. So I hope all of you were safe. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it. Please subscribe. I think this is the first time I ever asked you to do that. But I've noticed that I get a few views, you know, here and there. I think my most watched video was 230 views. I mean, I appreciate every view. I like it. Thank you. But if it isn't too much to ask, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I plan on growing this thing big enough where I could start having giveaways and I don't know, maybe including some group rides with fans, or you never know. Never know where it could lead, but it all starts with you. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Later.